What is
Come
the,
on,
what is the
Vamonos.
issue?
Everybody, let's go.
Stop.
Come on, let's get to it. I know that we can do it.
Hey, Dill.
We're live. Hello, everyone. It's Dylan from Yu-Gi-Oh! Everything, and welcome back to another episode of Talkin' Yu-Gi-Oh!
live.
Sevens Up. Did my mom need me?
I guess. I don't know.
She said,
Never
"Hey,"
know.
she said, "Hey, Dill," and then you said, "We're live," and completely ignored her.
I feel bad
and she,
now.
like, but she backed up slowly.
Oh, yeah.
Whoa.
Oh.
Sorry about that echo, guys. I'm so sorry. No, it's okay. It's okay.
It was Cal too, though. So.
No, my computer was muted.
Listen, thank you guys so much for being here on this Wednesday night with us. We really appreciate it. We hope you guys are all doing great. Thank you for making us a part of your evening, afternoon, morning, wherever you are in this big, beautiful world. Sorry about the delay. Nick T had to take care of some stuff.
Yes.
So we had to push it back a little bit, and then there were just some bizarre issues with Streamlabs and YouTube. We honestly considered just recording this not in a live stream format and taking questions from you guys on Twitter and then uploading it as a video, which we would have done if I was not able to figure this out. We were probably about 5 minutes away from actually doing that.
Yeah.
But we are happy to be with you. We're happy that we're able to make it. And yeah, want to introduce yourselves?
I'm Kate.
Cal.
Nick T.
Pete.
I mean, you guys know him. We got a full crew. It's been a long
it's been a
time since
long
we've had a
time.
full crew.
Been a minute.
So I am super excited about this to discuss the episode between Rook and Schrodinger. We will have all things going forward into episode 18, Roa versus Getta. And we will have all things episode 19 as well. A very short summary, a very weird summary. We will be touching on all of that. But before we begin, I like to start all of these streams by thanking you guys for going way above and way beyond, supporting me through donations, super chat, or using the link in the description. So a huge thank you to everyone who donated in the last Sevens Up stream. Thank you, Sean Gilbride, Nicholas Horton, Jack Knight 21, Electric Kevin, Dark Dragon Fist 9000, TNX Rail, XZ's Lover, Goose, Ice Aiden, Alan Wilkinson, Danger, Charizard, Captain Rex, Novice Gamer, and Otis Cunningham, Otis. And we actually have 4 new patrons from the last 2 days, which is insane. Anime Production and Adam became Silver Tier. Anime Kaput became a Diamond Tier patron, 40 a month. Thank you so much, dude. Thank you, man. And 10th Emperor became the channel's 7th Egyptian God Tier patron in history. Literally a few hours ago. I just saw it actually pretty recently. 10th. You did not have to do that, dude. Thank you so much. You have an entire video idea that I will do. Just hit me up with it and I will make any video that you want. That is a perk of being an Egyptian God Tier. So I am looking forward to that. Thank you so much, 10th, for supporting me in that way. And thank all of you guys, because really all you guys are amazing. Now to get into the episode.
Yes.
Which one of you wants to kick things off? Rook versus Schrodinger.
I'll do it.
Okay.
Yeah.
I also did not post a review for this episode because I only watched it about 2 hours ago because it came out kind of delayed and I got very busy with work this weekend.
Yeah.
This is probably going to act as my review. I'm probably not going to make a separate review video. I don't want people to be waiting for that.
Okay, so you want to start, or do you want me to start?
You can start.
You want me to start?
Yeah, Cal,
I think
why
we've
don't you start?
established.
Okay. I don't know. Usually, I start, and then Dill's like, at the end of the stream, dude, why didn't you tell me to start? So then, I had to come back.
That has never happened.
You're
Yeah,
actually,
I said
yeah.
Every time.
At least
Twice.
Yeah.
So I actually watched this episode twice today. So I got
Wow,
the I got the feel a little bit, and then I got to rewatch it again.
That's how we
So
so it gets to the top. Sorry.
thank you. I can wait.
I can wait.
I can wait.
Mr. Caliber.
I liked the episode. I thought that I kind of like just what led up to the episode. Maybe more of the last into this than this actual episode. Like bringing Neil in, seeing who he is, what he does. He's an 11-year-old kid. He's been doing this stuff, sending satellites from the sky into the Earth basically since he was 3 years old. He comes in, makes his quick spiel. You kind of see him as like the top tier villain in this current scenario, I guess you would say. And I think it's funny that Mimi's kind of trapped with them right now because she kind of doesn't know what to do. And every time she sees someone, she's like, "Oh God, like, are they gonna know it's me?" But again, she looks like she's 11, so she's fine.
Right.
The opponent, the cat, didn't really like that much.
Yeah.
Just a lot of meowing throughout the episode.
And yeah.
A complete meme character. I mean, they gave him no backstory. They really gave him no personality other than to act like a cat.
Right.
Yeah.
A completely just That's the most I feel like one-off character that we have gotten so far in this show.
Absolutely.
So that was interesting, but I did like the references to Blue Eyes and Red Eyes, and then you said there was another one that was from Arc
Odd
5.
Eyes.
Yeah, Odd Eyes.
Yeah.
So that's cool that they were able to do that in an episode that probably wouldn't have been as like well seen, I guess, from us until we see something like that, because then you're like, oh wow, that reference was such a good idea, you know? But overall, it wasn't a bad episode, but definitely not one of my favorites.
Thanks for your thoughts. I guess I'll give my thoughts. I haven't given my thoughts on this episode yet.
No, you guys are.
Sorry.
Go.
I thought it was an interesting episode. As Calibro pointed out, I completely agree. Where you rewatch it and this character that Schrodinger, and I like how they brought up Schrodinger's cat. I thought that they were gonna leave that there for people to kind of figure out on their own, because younger kids are not gonna figure it out. But Yugioh said it straight up, which obviously, instead of playing the whole theory of whether the cat is alive or dead, you play the theory of both duelists are winning and losing simultaneously. And the whole theme is endless possibilities of this episode, which I liked quite a bit, and that's ultimately what kind of snaps Rook out of his funk. As for the cat character, Schrodinger, very forgettable. The monsters he used were amazing. I love my references. I love my Easter eggs. A red eyes cat, a blue eyes cat, and then right on the nose, an odd eyes cat. And I mean, it looked, even from the design standpoint, a clear reference to Odd Eyes Dragon, Yugioh's ace monster, Odd Eyes Pendulum Dragon. So that was really cool. As someone who loves Easter eggs, I absolutely loved that. Schrodinger, forgettable character. But at the end of this episode, what I enjoyed when Schrodinger falls through that, they kind of do Schrodinger's cat there at the end. Yeah. Because if we never hear from Schrodinger again, we are going to go the rest of the show not knowing if he is dead or alive.
So he is simultaneously
alive and dead. And so for that reason, I hope we never see Schrodinger again.
Yeah.
Because looking back on it, that would be incredible.
Yeah.
That said, the character itself, very forgettable, very memey. You can just tell that they didn't really care to put a lot of thought into the character. The real highlight of this episode for me, not only Neil's debut, I thought Neil's debut was really cool. The real highlight for me had to be what Rook was going through.
Yep.
Yes, it was done in a bit of a comedic way, but Sevens has this tendency to show off things in a humorous, comedic way. And if you take a step back and look at what he's going through, in a lot of these cases, I think it's very easy to relate to a lot of what's going on. And I think it was a very creative way to show Rook battling these inner demons and these personal demons. And something that I always say is, I think in life, your most difficult challenge and your hardest enemy that you're ever going to face is yourself. Is your intrusive thoughts, is your self-esteem. In my opinion, that is always, at least for me, and I think for a lot of people, the most difficult challenge you will ever face. I mean, you are capable of accomplishing so much in your life, but there are so many times where you just get in your own head about it and you don't take that chance, or you just, get in your head about, messaging a girl that might have a crush on you and you don't take that chance. And I think looking back on a lot of those missed opportunities in hindsight, you really kind of realize that you're your own worst enemy. I mean, it's a very common phrase, but it's true. And so seeing Rook battle that in a comedic way, but a relatable way, easily the highlight of the episode for me. Something else that I thought was very weird and very un-Yu-Gi-Oh-like is Neil is giving them a lot of leeway with their losses. 6 losses they have up to.
You're right.
Does that mean that this group is going to lose 5 times? And just how long is this arc going to last? Are we going to see like 9 duels between Neil's cronies and Team Yugioh, and 5 times Team Yugioh's are going to end up losing? That's a lot of losses. Maybe Gakuto has 2 losses, Mimi has a loss, then Rook and Roman have losses. Like that, especially if they're one-off characters, that's
Roa.
Or Roa, well, yeah, that's for next episode, absolutely. And we'll make our picks on Roa versus Getta. But that is a lot of losses. That's very un-Yu-Gi-Oh-like. Makes sense for him to pick the number 666. Come on, that's Goha's number. But ultimately, yeah, Rook was the highlight of the episode. The duel was okay. Rook's new ace was cool. The monsters were amazing. Schrodinger, forgettable, memeable character. All in all, it was a fun episode. Enjoyable episode, but not one of my favorites.
So I just want to reference this before we switch, because I know you're basically done, and then we'll hop over to them.
Okay.
No, Kate. Do you think he's gonna pick Kate to go next? Come on.
Come on.
Yu-Gi-Oh girls never get their justice. What I was gonna say is that Rook always says he has an inner demon.
Yeah.
So like as you were saying, like dealing with your own thoughts, they always say your inner demons come out of you, and that's what he's always described that. What is it called? That power that he has. There was like a name for it.
The demon power.
He calls it the demon power.
The effect.
There's
that,
like the
Poly effect.
Poly effect. Yeah. So like that is like his inner demon, and then it's also showing him fighting his inner demons of not being the king, where he literally asks Yuga, and he's like, "No, like I'm not. I wouldn't step down for you." He like falls on the crack. But you could do it on your own. Yeah. So that just like the reference to him always saying it's an inner demon, it all ties it like together. I think.
Another thing that was on display in this episode was Yuga's intelligence. Everyone gets really shook when Neil says to them, "You lose 6 times, you're losing your account." Except Yuga. Yuga was very calm during it. He smiled almost as if he appreciated the challenge. And he even asked a very, when you're interrogating someone, the questions that you ask are sometimes more important than the answers you receive. And Yuga asked a genius question where he was like, why don't you just delete all the accounts of people that have already, used Rush Duels? And Neil goes, that's not my providence. It's obviously something that is outside of his ability to do. And so Yuga's able to gain such an insight onto Neil and what Neil is actually capable of and allowed to do just by asking a question like that. Mm-hmm. And, Yuga obviously knowing about Schrodinger's cat. I really am liking Yuga. Very intelligent protagonist.
He's a genius,
honestly.
Yeah.
We'll go Nick T, then Pete.
All right. A lot of the sentiments described so far are kind of in line with mine. The episode was enjoyable. Not my favorite. Neil's introduction, probably the highlight for me. But I think it's similar to a few episodes ago where my complaint was that not a whole lot happened. Mm-hmm. But within that, not much happening because it was just the duel. There was a lot to unpack, including Roa's sort of, not delusions, but like worry about becoming the king of duels and whatnot. I'm really interested to see what's going to happen with Neil, given one that he is literally a terrorist. There's no other way to describe that. He dropped satellites from the sky.
That killed people.
That had to have killed people.
No. That was a lot of satellites.
Technically speaking, if you want to get into the nitty-gritty, that probably could destroy entire cities, given like the...
Mm-hmm.
Right.
The velocity.
Yeah.
It depends on the size.
Yeah.
And how much breaks up in the
But you see a full-on satellite just...
Yeah.
So, I don't know.
Then the government, man.
Even if it didn't kill people, it did some damage.
It did some damage.
Let's just leave it at that.
But it's interesting to me that he has that kind of power, but doesn't necessarily... Maybe not the power, but he's restricted to not deleting every account that's come in contact with Rush Duels. Mm-hmm. So that was kind of insightful, and of course, I'm not surprised, given Yuga's intellect so far. One thing that I thought was really interesting, and sort of how this episode leads into next, the fact that, yes, six losses is a lot, but also I'm a little confused, and I don't know if it's a good or bad thing, but I'm interested to see what's going to happen, but I'm confused about the trajectory given that, one, we're given 6 duels to lose, which is a lot.
Yeah.
Because it's either 6 straight losses or a ton of duels to get to Neil. Mm-hmm. And second, even though I didn't necessarily want another gauntlet, because we kind of already got that with the 3 duels in a row for the whole Roa, I'm confused as to how we're going to get 6 duels, but we also just got totally yeeted out of his lair.
Out of the province,
So that begs the question, is this whole next Roa duel going to be a part of that 6? Is this something else entirely? Is he affiliated with Neil whatsoever? I'm a little confused with the trajectory of the next few episodes because of that.
Yeah.
That's fair.
We'll see. But all in all, I enjoyed the episode. I just need more information to kind of tie it all together.
Yeah. But it's not necessarily a bad thing
it's not
to
a
be
bad
wondering.
Thing. It's not, it's not a bad thing to be wondering. I feel like I'm losing the plot a little bit, but I'm patient with... the show hasn't let me down yet, so...
Well, we will, again, go over the 18 summary, which will, I think, help steer you back on, and the 19 summary, which just came out, which the 19 summary is something else. Really? And we will make our predictions, of course, for that duel. Pete, your thoughts on this episode?
Kate, would you like to go?
No, go ahead.
Nice.
Sure?
Nice.
Yeah.
Good man. Good man.
Yeah, I don't know. It was pretty lackluster for me. It's just call it like I see it.
That's fine.
I was sitting there often because we were watching it like a couple hours ago together, and I was just like, "What is this show?"
Yeah.
Like it's just like I enjoy it I do, but like I get into episodes like this where I'm like, this is just like ridiculous.
Yeah.
Like I don't necessarily enjoy watching stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And to me, I love memes, but you get to a point where it's too meme-ish.
Yes.
And I don't take
Absolutely.
the show seriously at all.
Yeah.
And you know, you guys can put hashtag Pete hates fun, but I don't know. It's not my cup of tea at the moment.
Yeah.
I just want to let you know, best girl Pete is actually.
Oh well, thank you.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, it's just not. It wasn't my cup of tea. There was some interesting moments. I mean, I like Neil's introduction, and we know it's Neil now and not Nail.
Right.
I thought that was really good, and you made an interesting point when we were watching of like it's hard when you have characters so young that how can you create such a backstory of them? Of course, they're going to be 3 years old
Yeah.
because he's only 11.
Yeah.
So I thought that was pretty interesting. But to see that he's like a savant of computers as a kid, and that it only takes 2 years when he's 5 for him to. His parents get him onto dueling, probably because they were terrified at what he can do.
I'm sure.
Right.
And then that's how Goha picks him up. I like that already we got that backstory of, okay, this is how he joined.
Yeah.
He's really good at this. They gave him this entire connection where he could reach the world of
Yeah.
dueling. Like that, and not just in Goha City. Like we're everywhere.
Also, 5 years old, winning a big duel tournament.
Exactly. And he said it was easy as well.
Yeah.
Like it wasn't even like hard for him whatsoever. So those little tidbits were nice. Rook's inner demons, sure. I would have liked it in maybe a different way, but you know the show is comedic, so it's not that surprising. I was more interested in when he was so worried about, oh, I'm not going to be the king of duels. Maybe Yugioh will give it up to me because he's my friend. And then Yugioh kind of played with him a little bit, but then was like, nah, I wouldn't do that. And that speaks more to you have to earn everything. And
Yeah.
I think Rook was looking for an out because he was he was guessing himself of like wondering, hey, can I do this? So at least in the back of your mind, right, if you fail, you go, if my friend gets it, he'll give it to me. And so I like that Yugioh once again is being that great protagonist of like, nah, man, you got to earn everything it is. And I'm not saying it's for me. I'm saying it could be for anyone, but whoever is going to get it is going to work their way up the ladder.
Yeah.
And so like little moments like that were fine. Yeah, the Schrodinger's cat guy was that was a
obnoxious,
joke.
yeah.
I mean, like he's
Yeah, well,
probably,
yeah,
he's
I
probably
agree.
the worst character for me in the show so far.
Yeah,
I wouldn't disagree with
I was
that.
really was just not feeling any of his cat puns, anything. Like it just
Yeah.
the best part is when he fell through the
monsters.
The
floor.
monsters were great.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
Yeah, but that's a reference thing. You
Yeah.
could give that to anyone
I agree.
as an Easter egg.
I
and you
completely,
would.
completely agree. The monsters don't make him.
Yeah, no. To Pete's point, like I think I can forgive like the sort of comedic way they handled Rook's sort of internal struggle, but Schrodinger's the worst.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No,
and I do like that at the end because I didn't even think of that. Of like we don't know if he's dead or alive. That's probably the best part that came out of that. Like really, it's just
Yeah.
to make you think about something that a kid is probably not going to catch on to. Otherwise, that character is like.
As good as dead.
And only the cool animation he had was when I think it was Dragears was attacking, and the black cat was
Red
like,
eyes
it was like
cat.
yeah, it was like twitching his eye because he knows he's just gonna get like completely destroyed.
Yeah.
So like those continual animations and giving personality to the actual monsters on the field, I love that. And I think
Yeah.
Sevens has done a fantastic job with that. But the overall character, I mean, like, and then you get kicked out, like Nick T said at the end. So like.
That's
Now
weird.
the next episode with the preview, we seem to be going to Roa and one of his band guys. So like we're just diverting completely off course of what's going on. So I don't know, strange.
That'd be just for Meow though.
Wow. So, lackluster episode for you,
That's it.
but there were bright spots like Neil and
There's
Yuga and
moments
Rook.
for it, and I still am interested to see where this show goes. It's just I don't know. I was not even bored, just more like what is happening?
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
why
I
did they
agree with
waste
that.
money animating an episode like this?
19's gonna.
Like, what?
I think 19. You're gonna have the same.
But you can
reaction.
have like a wacky like acid trip filled episode, but if I'm laughing through it, things like I just feel like any of those cat puns or anything, it just didn't nail
To
for
be
me.
to be honest, the comedy wasn't as strong in this
No, it just
episode
didn't
as
hit.
it's been in the
Yeah.
past for me.
Sure.
But the funniest thing that I thought from this episode was when Yuga at the end kept showing the same shot of Yuga and he's like, "That's Rook for you." Oh
my God. That's Rook for
And
you.
even at the very end of the episode,
Yeah,
that's
even they
Rook
cut
for ya.
away. They didn't even
Now-
see it. They cut away. You just hear, that's Rook.
That was just so they could probably save on animation costs. They cut that side of the screen, just kept putting it into different scenes.
So that was good.
That was really good.
But yeah, comedy wise, not a great
No,
episode.
not a home run.
compared to some of
Yeah.
the other ones.
I do want to address something that like it was said and maybe I misinterpreted, but I mean his lair is the entire like
Underground.
of Goha.
Also,
Not Goha City.
I'm going to add on to that. I guess we're supposed to believe, under the insinuation, that he was, abducted might be a harsh term, by Goha, and is completely separated from his parents.
He was recruited.
He was recruited. I feel like that was probably intentional. Probably not abducted. They were probably like,
His parents are
this kid
terrified
out
of
of
him.
here.
Did you see their faces
Yeah.
when you have the satellites crashing to
Yeah.
Earth? I'm gonna get that kid out of the house.
Like
too.
what Pete said, like probably to like it was heavily implied that
Well, he
they
hacked Goha to do that.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
But I'm saying like it was heavily implied that they got him cards so that he wouldn't kill people.
Yeah.
You know, like,
Yeah. Well, the other thing that's kind of crazy about that situation is Mimi had heard rumors of him existing in Top of Hexagon, and Mimi even makes the comment, he might be more important than me.
Right.
Yeah.
I think he is.
I forgot that was when I was watching the episode. That was something I wanted to unpack a little. That one, whether he's more important than her or not. I mean, not that it's irrelevant.
I like because it adds to Goha.
It adds to Goha, but the fact that she, as a top executive, is not keen on the details of someone like this is very telling.
Right.
She said the rumor, so there was a potential that she didn't know the person actually existed to begin with.
Yeah.
Exactly.
It actually, and stick with me on this, it actually reminded me of one of my favorite movies, Captain America Winter Soldier.
Classic.
There's a line where Cap goes into Nick Fury's office, and he's mad that he didn't know the whole mission details. And so then Nick Fury goes, oh, it's called a compartmentalization. Because if someone doesn't know all the answers, then they can't spill all the secrets of capture or you're facing an enemy or anything else.
True.
And so if Goha, to me, is then a really well-run corporation where why would you
wouldn't give
give
every person
like
the-
your top officials, they know every single thing? No, they're more on the dueling side. They're the enforcers. They go out and they're going to take people out of Goha needs. Why do they need to know about the technical IT side of it? That's Neil's job. And
That's
so
a good point,
everyone
actually.
should know what's going on.
100% agree.
Separation of duties.
Yeah, and I think I had mentioned that in the
Very nice.
that was a really good tie-up. I think I had mentioned that in the last Sevens Up stream, that I think that is how they are hinting, and now that we know for sure that Goha is run that way, that there's not employees that know everything about the company, and I think that's really cool and adds to the allure, and I think the legitimacy of Goha Corporation.
Sure, absolutely.
Yeah.
I like
Kate.
how they've built Goha up.
Yeah, me too. And I'm still, we still have 5 members of Top of Hexagon. We still have Mr. Goha himself. We still have that girl that has a direct line to Mr. Goha. There's still a lot of mysteries and even with Neil, we just got introduced to him. Still a lot of mysteries with Goha that I'm excited to unravel.
Agreed.
Your
100%.
thoughts?
Huh.
Ha 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 ha.
God damn it.
Your thoughts?
Well, first thing, it was very hard and interesting for me listening to Kirito and
Yeah,
Yugioh.
right.
Yeah,
I
That's
know.
right, Kirito and
It was
Yugioh,
just
yeah.
very,
It is bizarre.
Yeah, it was very bizarre. It was hard for me to separate that. I really enjoy like Neil as a character, and I hated the cat. So I feel like I'm on the same wavelength as Pete with this episode, where like there were good parts of it, but
Yeah. Well, I mean, yeah, I enjoyed it, but it definitely is not one of my favorites.
There was
Yes.
more things to do in the dishwasher episode with
Yeah.
Roman that I enjoyed more than this.
Yeah,
Sure.
I do
Like,
think
just-
this episode has... I will give this episode credit, and I think it has the coolest callback to any Yu-Gi-Oh show probably in the past 5-6 years.
With
Since
the
Arc 5.
cards
With
or
the cats, yeah.
Oh, man.
Yeah.
That's
I mean,
fair.
that's a direct callback.
Direct
What
callback
about
that-
the fun has just begun? Kind
That
of
was
line
another
there?
line that
Yeah.
Rook said, the fun has just begun, yeah,
Yeah.
which is obviously a Yu-Gi-Oh line. We've had a lot of Arc 5 references in the show recently.
Because those characters are joining the show.
Starting to get a little...
Yeah, the characters
I
are
know.
joining the show.
I know. If he
From
joins,
right here.
I'd be okay. If he joins, I'd be
I
okay.
do
I'm
wanna-
starting to get a little twitchy.
Address one thing that kind of gets overlooked, and that's Otis's relationship with.
That's right. We haven't even discussed
Good
Otis.
point. It's a really good point.
Because it's deeper than Neil has a very, and that's
Yeah.
sort of why it not clearly, but that's sort of we can interpret that that's why Neil's doing this, right? Like it's out of his realm of jurisdiction to delete every account, but he's focusing on Yuga, Otis.
Yeah.
Like there's a very close connection here.
Well, he's been studying him because when he meets Yuga, he goes, "Oh, you're kind of exactly how I pictured you would
Right.
be."
Yeah.
Exactly.
Of like someone that would be chosen as the king of duels. But when you were saying earlier, thanks for reminding me, is like I think a reason too that Neil couldn't delete Rush Duels is because I think Otis is a pretty fantastic probably programmer
Oh, yeah.
on his own right.
Yeah.
Right? Because he's the one that really implemented this into Yuga's. Yuga just had to pass the test for it to actually work. Otis has been getting all of these kind of parts in motion. And so it's, at the moment, in my mind, it's Otis versus Neil. And that's how it's going. Yuga's just the cog in the machine that has been handpicked by Otis. And so he's just in the way of Neil.
Wow.
But it's really the two of them going at each other. I mean, Neil literally was visited by Otis.
Yeah.
Who I love, who could just show up anywhere.
I
With
know.
the thing, the door just shows up. He's like, "Hey,
You
that's a
can't
good
do this,
hologram."
bro. Yeah. So that is kind of the theme we've seen, right? Goha versus Otis. But in
Every
this
turn.
episode, it gets a little more personal, right?
Right.
Because now we know a character specifically that hate. That I mean, I would say I felt feelings of hatred towards
Yes.
Otis.
Yeah.
So
And I think maybe
from Neil.
Yeah, his statement about the King of Duels was exactly what put Yuga on Neil's radar.
Mm-hmm.
So like him saying that to him and that hate right there, it's like, hey, like this kid's gonna like I've already picked my King of Duels,
Yeah.
and he's like, screw that kid.
Yeah, and now he's targeting,
Yeah,
and he's
yeah.
got him in this area. He
Yeah.
stole Kaizo's data, went out of his way.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Really been watching them since the ramen episode. It's heavily implied.
Yes.
So, yeah.
That's what I kind of felt like. That's what I liked about the episode. Not necessarily the episode itself, the duel or whatnot, but there's small details throughout the episode like you can unpack like really greatly.
I will say that for a show that is definitely way more lighthearted than we've seen, way more focused on comedy than we've seen, there are still a lot of elements of the plot that really do entice me.
Yes.
Like, I'm really interested in Otis. I'm now really interested in Neil. I'm still interested in Roa.
Yeah.
You know, he got a new card and he'll be back into the limelight. What's his new relationship going to be? I'm interested in Mr. Goha. I'm interested to this door to the new world.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
Because it's going to be the
So it's our
brains
podcast.
world. It's not gonna...
They're setting you up already.
Can you imagine?
I mean, would you be excited generally? I
I
feel
would
like
be.
you have to be,
I would
right?
be.
I think we have to
Even if
address
it's Arc
that.
5
We have
characters,
to
I'd be
address
very
that.
excited.
Otis
What?
Cunningham goes, I'm interested in you too, Dylan.
Well, thank you, Otis. Thank you. Yeah, there's a lot of things that do
great.
excite me.
Yes.
And I'm
Yeah.
we also know that
Yeah.
we also know there's a new mechanic coming to Rush Duels
In
in December.
And you know what it is?
What is it?
Pendulum summon.
No, dude, that would
They're
be
setting you up.
That
bro.
would be
a hot mess.
so redundant. Yeah,
It
that
wouldn't
would-
even make any sense.
No, it wouldn't. It wouldn't. It wouldn't make any sense. Well, guys, those were our thoughts on episode 17. I hope you enjoyed. We are going to read a couple donations, some comments from you amazing people. We're going to give our thoughts on your comments, and then we are going to read the 18 summary, the 19 summary, discuss, and then make our predictions for Getta versus Roa.
That was a little bit too much for
It
me.
was a
Four.
lot. Also,
That woke me up.
I also have to say the way you said like it came down on a hard. Thank you guys. I was like, wait,
It sounded like I was wrapping it up.
I was like,
I gotta
quick
keep you guys on your toes.
I checked my one. I'm like, wait, what?
I gotta keep you guys on your
Hold on a
toes.
second.
like usually you transition like the same way, but not as hard. You really came down on the thank you guys. I was
Yeah.
like,
I gotta keep you guys on your toes.
Checks the clock.
Do I dare?
We've only been streaming for 28 minutes.
it's a quick one.
Rush,
Okay.
go.
You need to look.
Oh.
Mega Karibo donated $10.
I love Mega Karibo.
Karibo.
Mega Karibo, thank you so much. Mega Karibo, thank you for the $10 donation. Hi, Yu-Gi-Oh! Everything crew. Hope you're all having a great day. Wanted to just say I'm starting to enjoy the rivalry between Rook and Yuga, and that Yuga won't just easily give the throne back to Rook. Pete touched on that. Looking forward to the eventual rematch. Go Team Rook. That's the thing that also... Thank you, Mega Karibo. That is a very kind donation.
Phone stream's going down.
Yeah, I remember when that was an issue for
Yeah,
a while.
but also, that would be ridiculous. It's 10 o'clock at night during the week. Who's
Yeah.
calling that?
I know.
Yeah, I'd be pissed honestly.
Yeah. I hope there's no like emergency, because that is kind of weird that it's late.
Yeah.
Rook has beaten Yuga. That's the most fascinating part of this to me. That Yuga is that much in Rook's head when Rook has beaten him. But I wonder if it's because Rook genuinely believes that Yuga threw that duel. Because remember, Rook claimed at the end, like, he was like, oh, you gave me that duel, didn't you? And Yuga was, like, awkwardly laughing, and Roman and Gagato were like, I think he lost genuinely.
Yeah.
I think Rook genuinely beat
Yeah, I
Yuga,
think he did, too.
but
I
I
think
just
so, too.
wonder if Rook believes, because I was hinted at
I
at
don't
the end
think
of
he
episode
believes that.
2.
No.
You think he thinks he would have lost to Yuga?
Yeah, I think he thinks he would have lost to Yuga, and
Yeah.
I think he has a lack of confidence. Even though that's the whole thing, it's the psychology of it. He presents this huge confidence character, and
So
deep
Yuga's
down, he
playing
really
mind
is not confident in his dueling skills.
No.
Yeah.
I disagree. I think he does believe that he beat him, and I think he was confident in his dueling skills, as we've seen. I think when Otis showed up and everything was revealed, that changed his whole perspective. That, wait a second, this kid, Yuga, he's handpicked? What am I? And so that started him questioning himself and doubting himself of like, wait, did I really win that duel against Yuga? Can I be the king of duels? This kid seems he's already. And so I think if you look back, he's dramatically changed from that moment of how he questions himself over and over.
In your view, it's sort of the Otis pick sort of tainted his view of the prior.
Yeah, and I think that has caused him to have self-doubt when he was completely confident, and rightfully so, because he's a fantastic duelist.
Yeah.
And now it's like one thing happens in your life, and then you start questioning everything and like re-looking at things that you never did before.
Did I win that duel?
That's what
And
he
I
did.
think
Okay, I see that.
I think that's what Gakuto realizes, and Roman, when they say, he's like, it's Rook. He never worries about anything. And then they pan back to him, and he's sitting there like this, doesn't know what he's doing. And then like Roman jumps into the front of the screen and is like, I'm very worried. And I feel like right there, it's kind of like the other characters realizing the same thing. Because he's just sitting there like freaking out, not knowing what to do.
They realized too, they said like, oh, is he still thinking about the King of Duels thing? So like, I like that they know each other well enough at this point that they could see
do
like
that.
what each other is feeling.
Yeah.
Well said, and you could be absolutely right about that.
Nice.
Megan Karibo, thank you so much for the donation, man.
Next 3 donos are from Francis the 10th Emperor.
Oh my lord.
We have a $1 dono, another $1 dono, and a $100 dono.
What?
Yeah.
I like how he did that
One,
purposely just to set you up.
100.
I was not expecting... Dude, 10th Emperor, you became
What are you
an
doing?
EGT today. What are you doing, man? Come on. Come on,
I like that he
man.
said EGT.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's for the inside.
Wow.
Did he say anything?
Or the man. Oh, they're
Yeah,
over here.
I
Oh,
can't read
jeez.
them yet. They're
Dude,
linked.
10, thank you so much, man. Thank you so much,
He
dude.
king
said
shit.
he did $1 and then $100 and then $1.
Oh, so you just presented it in a
Yeah,
cheekier way.
yeah, of
I like
course.
that. I like that way
Jesus.
better.
I like that.
Hope
better,
you're
too.
hope you. Ugh, I mean, I'm flustered. Hope y'all are well. Here's a late B-Day gift.
Aw.
Now, time for my duty as a saint and prophet of Gundam. A word from your sponsor for the Church of Gundam. Everyone watch Gundam Iron Blooded Orphans for best Gundam ever. Gundam Barbados and love Best Girl Ultra.
Got it.
Jeez, $100 donation, 10th Emperor. I've only received, a handful of that amount. I mean, seriously, dude. Thank you so much, man. Wow. Thank you so much, dude. Seriously, man.
Dang.
Now, on a more serious note, thanks to the community, I have only been interacting for a year. but it has honestly been one of the best years of my life.
Aww.
Love you all so much. Also, here to announce I will be an Egyptian god tier Patreon next month. I mean, I already thanked you at the beginning of the video, man, and to double down like that, you
Dude,
did not. To
that's
do
huge.
anyone, you did
Yeah,
not have to do
that's
that,
awesome.
man. You just being here, you guys just being here, hanging out, that is all I ever ask for. That is all I ever want. I mean, you go the extra mile, and I do not deserve that. 10th, thank you so much, man. Gee, I don't even know what to say. Thank you, dude. Also, special shout out to my homies Axe, Jesse, Blue Maiden, Pink Penguin, Melinda, Angie, Weebinator, Latrell, Matt, Omar, Dragon, and of course the Yu-Gi-Oh! Everything crew. Grateful to have met y'all, and thanks for helping change my life completely.
Oh man,
Man.
you really put the team on his back for that one.
Yeah,
We're
Yeah.
getting emotional.
Yeah.
here
I
tonight.
know. Thank you so much, man. And I'm very thankful that people's lives have been positively changed from these kind of streams, from us just talking about Yu-Gi-Oh for 2 hours every
Yeah.
week,
Yeah, right.
to just Yu-Gi-Oh videos. And again, the community that I have supporting me is the greatest community in the world. I mean, it just is. I don't deserve half of the support that you guys. I don't deserve a fraction of the support that you guys give me on a weekly basis. And September has been, for a plethora of different reasons, one of the best months of my life, if not the best month of my life. And what a way to end it, man. I mean, thank you. You did not need to do that, 10th. Thank you so much, man. And I hope you're thinking about what video you want me to do. You have a video choice.
Yep.
That's one of the perks. So thank you so much, dude. Thank you. Nothing but love, man. And you named a lot of great people in the community as well. Thank you, man. Thank you. Wow.
Yep.
I was not
Dang.
expecting that.
No, me neither.
I wasn't expecting the EGT either, and then I
No,
checked
yeah.
that.
Stop saying it like that.
I like
Stop.
I knew about the dono. I
Me
knew that.
too.
Yeah.
Sitting here waiting, I was like,
Ooh.
Wow.
Um.
Thank you so much, man.
Yeah. Next dono is from
My God.
Davis Hina said, "Ask him to do that MILF video."
That's coming.
Ask and you shall receive.
I'm doing any video, so pick wisely, man.
Yeah, actually, don't
timeline part 2.
don't request the MILF one because we're gonna do that either way.
Yeah, that's happening.
I'm making it. I mean, it's gonna happen.
It's gonna happen.
It's gonna happen.
Wow.
Jack Knight 21 donated $5.
Thank you, Jack. Is he gonna give us an update on how the tournament went?
I think so.
Go ahead.
Hey Dylan, how's it going? Ryan and I dropped the LCS. I ended up using a deck called
Invokers?
No, Infernoble. Ended up,
Infernobles, yeah.
Nice.
X5. Same with Ryan.
Okay. I'm pretty sure that's pretty good, X5. I think that's X5.
I don't know what that is.
I don't know that lingo. I feel like an idiot. I run a Yu-Gi-Oh channel. I don't know that lingo.
That's a
An anime
TCG
channel.
side of it.
Yeah.
It is a TCG side, but I do like to stay informed on TCG terms. But Ryan, obviously, a very good duelist. Jack, you're a very good duelist as well. Thank you for the donation. I hope you had fun. Did someone say what X5 means?
No,
Not yet.
Now, X5, not like the
Don't.
the
No,
MacGruber. Yeah, I'm here for the X5. No, but seriously, Jack, thank you so much, dude.
0 wins, 5 losses.
Is that really what it means?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I thought it meant.
That's the lingo.
I thought it meant.
I thought it was going to be
I thought he meant the
eliminated after 5 duels.
I thought it could have been 5 rounds. Well, yeah, I mean that could have been probably because of the deck switch, though, Jack. I mean, I feel like with me, if I'm training with one deck consistently, because I know you were training with what was the deck that you were working with? It wasn't Luna Lights. Of course, it wasn't Luna Lights. I don't know. That's the only deck name I can think of. What was it? Salads? No, it wasn't Salads.
Like actually salad?
Salmon Grades. No,
Oh.
whatever deck you
Like
were.
Caesar and
Yeah, and vinaigrette.
yeah.
Balsamic.
Pear Gorgonzola.
Yeah, and whatever deck you were training with, Jack. Why can't I think of it, dude? This is gonna
I
bother
thought it was
me.
Salmon Great.
No, he's run Salmon Greats before. Sky Striker.
Yeah, I was just
Sky
gonna
Striker.
say,
It was
I can
Striker.
go back and look.
Yeah, you know, and you changed decks last minute. That could have been a reason why, but hopefully you had fun. And again, you learned. You never lose. You learn. You win or you lose. Jack, thank you for the donation, man.
Sean Gilbride donated $11.11.
11-11. Make a wish. Sean, you're my wish. Thank you, dude.
Oh, wow.
That was nice, right?
That was nice, dude.
Sure.
Smooth.
God damn it.
Said hashtag
Dude,
Dylan
this man.
secretly works for Konami.
I've
Well,
been saying
it's
it.
not like
It's the truth.
It's not even a
It's not even
secret
a
I
anymore.
think people are saying that because of the Ghost Rares and Duel Links. When I streamed yesterday's Exoworld, the pack opening luck I experienced was just nuts.
really?
I said it during when you were opening the packs. I said, "Do you work for Konami?" So it's really not that surprising.
I don't work for Konami.
It's all right. You could keep pleading some ignorance over that.
Should I turn the webcam and show them the new addition to the
You
basement?
You should.
At
but
the end, maybe.
At the end.
Yeah.
Stay to the end for a new addition.
Solid Snack donated $5 Canadian dollars.
Oh, thank you, Sora.
Said, hey y'all, love the episode. Catboy, my fave episodic duelist.
Wow.
Really?
Wow.
Yeah.
I,
Excited for a Roa duel, though episode 19 seems weird. I thought Gakuto or Mimi would duel before Yuga.
yeah. Well, there's a little hint of who's dueling in 19, but
Yeah.
who he's dueling is.
I saw, because I get notifications from Discord. I
Yuga
saw
versus
something from
That'd
your
be dope, actually.
Discord
Yeah.
about a massage chair.
You're getting us massage chairs?
Yes, I'm getting you guys massage chairs.
For real?
Yeah.
No, come on, don't do this.
You can't believe that.
I got really excited.
Thank you, Sora. Thank you, Solid
I just
Snack.
want a massage
Yeah,
chair.
I will say, Solid Snack. I thought the monsters he used were cool. That's pretty funny though. He's
Hey,
someone's
see,
favorite
There's
episodic.
to each his own, right?
To each their own.
Absolutely loved the character.
Yeah.
So that's why you make an episode. 'cause it's for
Absolutely.
different people.
Yeah. And the ratings wise, it got 89% gave it a 5 out of 5.
Yeah.
Wow.
Like rated it 1. Well, it's 1, but that means very good.
Right,
So
yeah.
community didn't hate the Japanese community didn't hate the episode. And I mean, I didn't dislike the episode. We're gonna take, I think, a couple more. We're gonna get to all of them. I've already been showered with love. Thank you guys so much. We are gonna get to all of them, and then we are going to go over the episode 18 summary and 19 summary, and then make our picks for 18.
Ooh.
Groovy. Here
The
for
groovy
it.
smoothie.
Yes.
Making them picks. Sorry, go ahead.
Otis Cunningham donated $5. Said Yuga has become my 4th favorite pro tag. I feel like he has all of the best traits of the previous leads. He's way more mature than Yuma and Yuya.
I totally agree. I mean, I think Yuga's maturity is. I think he's more mature than early Jaden, early Judai.
Absolutely, yeah.
Easily.
He's got the emotional. I mean, obviously we know that like the emotionally intelligent character is Gakuto, but like Yuga's got it.
Yuga's got the maturity that that little Yugimoto had.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
He's got the same maturity.
Yeah,
as Yugimoto.
there actually is a lot of comparisons.
And like when I think of the
similarities
two of them, I see them, and it makes sense that that's the character that is starting the new era of Yu-Gi-Oh. You started with Yugimoto, you created a character that's like Yugimoto.
Right, so then
Yuga.
so Yu-Gi-Oh 8, we just do a Judai ripoff. And we just keep going.
And then
that
Yu-Gi-Oh
way.
9, we do a 5Ds ripoff.
I like
You're going to
that.
like that.
I like that.
How do you like them apples?
Now, Yu-Gi-Oh 8, the rumor is that they're doing Arc 5 2.0.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I feel like you're lying.
No, they're going to
Only
pick
if
it
they
up.
include the incest thing.
And they're going to pick it up where? Where are they going to pick it up?
They're going to pick it up right where Shun is smiling because his sister's dead.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's where they're going to pick it up. That's not even
I
out of context.
only want them to pick it up there.
Oh, okay.
And then the whole show deals with how the other person is trapped inside the one person's body.
Right.
And then we just deal with like the
And
horrors
it becomes
of
a
that.
slice of life show.
Yeah.
No dueling.
Yeah, but it's a lot of like dark tones to it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's not really slice.
It's not a Yu-Gi-Oh anymore.
Oh,
It's named Yu-Gi-Oh, but it's not.
It's a Yu-Gi-Oh, but it's every time that one character, the embodiment, is actually dueling, it's just the people, the spirits within them are screaming of the moves they want them to do, and they just can't hear it.
That would actually be hilarious.
Oh my lord.
All right. We're gonna do two more.
Two more?
Yeah.
Okay.
And we'll get to all of them. I mean, you guys are amazing. 18, 19, then we'll finish them up.
Nicholas Horton donated £5.
Thank you, Nick.
Yeah.
Said Rook would be the perfect character to use Blue Eyes White Dragon in his deck.
Yeah.
I agree.
That could fit.
Well, listen.
Seems like a logical jump.
It does. Will we get Red Eyes? Will we get Dark Magician? We know they exist in Rush Duel form. They're the only other legend cards. I think we could get them.
I think
We're getting
absolutely. I think so.
You think
Yeah,
Neil?
it's happening.
You think Neil's using Red Eyes?
That'd
That'd
be
be
awesome.
Why specifically Red Eyes for Neil?
Well, I just think Dark Magician would be a little too
On the nose.
not on the nose, but it just wouldn't feel right.
In
I
my-
think a heroic character needs to use
True,
Dark Magician.
you're right.
Yeah.
And that's why Red Eyes should go to Roa.
Yeah, I mean Roa Red Eyes would have been great.
that'd be awesome.
Well, remember Roa did say I added a powerful card to my deck.
Dude, come on. Writing on the wall. Let's do this.
Well, that would be crazy. That would be. Well, no, Roa has a new ace though from the pack,
Yeah.
so it can't be.
He's got another one.
He might.
Why not?
Another one.
I just hope Red Eyes is in the show. But Nicholas Horton, great
Mr. Noah.
idea there, and we hope they're in there. Thank you for the dono, dude. You're great. You're amazing.
Next dono is from Axe the Road, donated $1.
Oh, thank you,
you,
Axe.
But use the
What's
link,
up?
so you have to read it.
Oh,
Yeah.
The link.
You do it, Dill.
The link
Axe
is
the
on
road.
bio.
I'm overworked.
And underpaid.
hello. It is great to see everyone reunited. Hope everyone is doing fine. Hashtag justice for Kate and Gakuto.
I'm
Wow.
here.
I like that.
Fair.
I mean,
That's fair.
Huge respect.
yeah. I mean, Axe, the next time we are all Gakuto will have a win. But I
I thought
can't.
you were gonna say something outrageous.
I can't guarantee that. We
You
just
did say
don't
something
know.
outrageous.
Oh, that's
I'm just
true.
kidding. I'm just kidding. I agree.
Gakuto will have a win soon. He's got the new horse monster. He'll have a win. His new ace is essentially Yame Ruler just riding a horse.
That's dope. That's so sick.
That's so Gakuto. That's so Gakuto.
You're
Hey, you know
telling
what?
me-
Gakuto is a big reason that Roman won in episode 16. Gakuto gave her the card that let Roman win.
And he got
so,
very emotional over it.
Yeah, Gakuto's great, man.
I love him.
Like, I like to rib on Gakuto. Genuinely, though, I love him.
Yes.
I really do love all four of these guys
Yeah,
in their own each unique
all
way.
very likable.
Yeah. Axe, thank you to everyone who has donated so far. Thank you. 10th Emperor, special thank you to you, dude. I don't even know what to say, man. Thank you so much. And we are going to go into 18 and 19. So if you do not want any spoilers, now is your time to probably get off the video. But again, spoilers are very minor. They're fun. At least to me, they're fun.
We'll just walk off.
Yeah.
Okay. Episode 18, summary and cast list. You guys ready?
Yes.
Okay, and remember, we will have to make our predictions on Getta versus Roa.
Go
Yeah,
get
Roa.
Go get
Episode 18, sorry Getta-chan, get a chance. The second member of Neil's team is Tyra Getta, a member of Roa Roman. Getta was angry with Roa, so he left the band. Roa, who promised to duel Getta, then shows up and begins his fateful duel with Getta, where their shouts and drum beats will clash. Just what will happen to their friendship? The cast list. Yuga, Rook, Gakuto, Roman, Kaizo, Mimi, Roa, Getta, Ushido. Ushido,
Wow.
Amano, he's back. Chorus, I don't know who Chorus is. And Otis.
Oh.
Probably the
They're gonna sing a
singers.
song.
And Otis.
Oh.
Because there was
No.
Sorry, there was a shot from the preview of Roa was sitting down with his guitar, so it was probably
right.
gonna be like.
There's got to be an audience,
a
and
very
Mimi has to
Mimi-
be in that
Oh
audience.
my god.
yeah.
Oh, that's right. Mimi's gonna be there.
Yeah.
Oh god.
She's gonna flip.
Hard
So,
eyes.
Lose it.
so that starts by saying the second member of Neil's team is Getta Tyra.
Oh, okay. So that clears that up.
So I hope you guys didn't miss that. The
Yeah.
second member of Neil's
Yeah.
team is Tyra Getta, a member of Roa Roman.
Get it.
Wow.
Episode 19. So this is 9 days from now. Very short summary. We don't even have the cast yet. The one who is a throne. Yuga duels against a massage chair who proclaimed itself as Neil's butler and throne.
Is that the chair that he sits on?
Yuga deals against a massage chair.
I gotta go get some water.
How does that? So it's an AI, right?
Well, he spoke. Sebastian. That's the name of the AI, the massage chair. He spoke early in this episode.
What?
Yeah, he spoke. Neil got off him and he said something.
Yeah.
Oh, I
did
figured that
speak.
was. I didn't think that was the chair.
That's the chair. You don't realize it, but looking back
Who
on
names
it,
the chair Sebastian?
Chair everything, man.
that we only know that because of the cast list.
It's chair everything.
Chair everything.
So we have Roa versus Getta, and then Pete just left,
Yeah.
and then Yuga versus Sebastian the massage chair.
Well, I have a funny feeling I know where Yuga's loss is coming.
Oh my dude. Wait, that mean?
He just asked him, he's like, just take a seat.
But what's really interesting to me is this is a group that has up to 5 losses before things get really serious.
Right.
And these next 2 duels should
See.
easily be won by
Yeah.
Team Yuga.
Right.
So it makes me worried that there might be a crazy plot twist thrown in here.
I think so as well.
Because if they both win, then we're through 4 duels against Neil's team, if you count Arya Arata as one of them.
Right.
So we're through 4 duels of Neil's team. Yuga got to win, Rook got to win, Roa got to win, and now Roman got to win, or Roman got to win before. So...
I probably wouldn't count Arya Arata just because the stipulation was set after he'd already lost.
That's fair, but even so...
But still, yeah, no.
Are we going to go through 3 duels,
And then have to lose another 6.
and then have
Or
to lose
5.
another 5?
Right. That's a... I don't know.
Well, if everybody duels twice, a couple people lose.
You know, who do they lose to? That's the other thing. Because, like...
Massage chair.
Well, I mean, maybe. Because
Like,
we're running
both-
out of characters
Both
here.
seem very unlikely. Both, for the next 2 episodes, the wins seem... They should be obvious.
They should be.
But,
Wait.
like...
What if
The only thing that makes me hesitant is the fact that there's this 6 loss.
Well, what
That's
if,
it,
what if
yeah.
Neil duels all of them and beats all of them except for Yuga? So they get to him and he wins and he's like, "Who's up next?" Boom, who's up next? Boom,
But from
who's
a
up next?
from
That'd
a
get
from a
old as
story
hell.
from a storytelling perspective, That would be a horrible.
But he
stretch of
could
episodes.
do
God.
it.
Yeah,
But he
unless
could do
they
it.
speed it
No,
up.
that's what I mean. He could do it in the point of like where he gets 2 or 3 of them. In
Do
one
like a
episode.
Spectre montage where they don't speak, they just lose.
Yeah.
Oh my god, he had one line in the season.
They tag duel. It's him in the chair versus like Roman and Gakuto, and they just wipe them both
Think
out.
about what you're saying. Think about what you're saying. What do you mean a chair is dueling? Guys, let's make some perspective here. What is happening in the show? What is going on?
Pete, I'm gonna need you to take a seat for a second.
Well, everyone says that they love my chair. They love my chair when I leave and then use the restroom.
It's literal
But
chair hype.
But
Yeah.
does Chair love them?
Chair loves them. Listen, I don't make the duels. I just analyze them. That's all I do.
I'm shocked and confused.
Are you really that? I'm not that surprised.
No,
a lot of people were stunned, but I'm not. With the way the show has been.
That specifically. I'm like not surprised. Like it's some goofy character, whatever. It is a specifically massage chair named Sebastian.
There was a brief moment too where I thought you were gonna say it's a misogynistic chair, and I was like, "What is really happening in this show?"
That would be better. The chair just hates women.
I wouldn't put it past the show. Anything can happen. Anything.
I actually thought he was gonna say misogynistic too.
Oh my god. I wasn't gonna believe him if he said that.
I'm surprised you believe me when I said massage chair.
Yeah. I'm interested. Is he gonna have a face?
Yeah, like I don't understand the logistics
Well,
of
we
this.
just
Maybe they'll transform like Kaizo did.
Yeah.
He's
That's
gonna
the only thing that makes
What
sense.
if he transforms into I?
I'll flip out. I'll flip out. It'd be awesome. It's just never gonna happen.
No.
Dude, that's what I gets like reduced to in a massage chair.
I know. Do they have to say massage chair? Can't they just say
Yeah.
chair?
No,
I didn't assume that it was this massage. I was just.
That's what the summary says.
I know. That's what I mean.
No,
like,
I think that's good because he's gonna be like,
So
Yugioh, why don't you just relax? Come
Yeah.
take a
Doesn't
seat.
have-
so it starts like a little bit of vibrating to like entice him. I can see that.
some lumbar, yeah.
The lumbar support is important.
Yeah.
It is. Well, listen, it's nutty, and we are the main thing that we want to talk about is Roa versus Getta
Right.
and why they're dueling and all that
Get a
stuff.
chance.
I'm gonna text her.
Before we do that, we are going to make our predictions. Text it in the group. You can pick Roa, you can pick Getta, you can pick draw/no result, and
Getta.
please play along at home in the Yu-Gi-Oh! Pick'em game. All you have to do is copy the email address right there in the chat and just send your pick. Please, you can win some really cool prizes, including a brand new video game system. That's what the first place winner is going to get. Let me know when you guys are ready.
I'm ready.
Yeah.
Okay, Peter, you ready?
Yeah, I'm ready.
I'm ready.
Okay, 3, 2, 1, send.
Yeah.
God damn it, Cal.
What? You don't like my text?
Dude, that's what I know.
It's just so you. So that makes sense.
Roa,
Dude,
your boat.
All right, who's your
down
pick?
on the stream.
Roa.
Roa.
And why?
Because he's not going to lose to the drummer because the drummer's in the back of his band and he's the front and center. And the main person in the band's not going to lose to the drummer.
That's my exact reasoning as well.
He's just a background
The
character.
logic behind it is pretty strong.
Thank you.
Nick T, who'd you pick? We got 2 Roas here.
I picked Roa. Probably so far my least confident pick of the show.
Really?
Yes, because it seems.
You were more confident in Hologram Man beating Yuta in the first
All right,
episode.
all right.
Yeah, if you review the
Bow.
tape, me and Kate were definitely confident on
Yeah,
that part.
yeah. Okay.
I don't know about the rest of you.
Maybe not least, but maybe second.
No,
like,
we fucked that up.
That's
too.
why I'm
in 17 episodes, it's probably it's the top 3 least confident, just because it seems so obvious, right?
Yeah.
You know, this drummer guy who the only thing he's done so far is eat all the food,
Oh, I forgot.
and
That's a big
one other
part.
thing, right? One other thing that was important.
He was a hacker, wasn't he?
Yeah, I guess he hacked the system, but this man is an Elvis impersonator, by the way. Now he literally is a blonde Elvis.
Show.
Roa is going to serenade him this next episode.
Yeah.
In the preview,
And-
Roa's sitting with his crossed legs playing the guitar, smiling at him.
Right. So it seems so obvious, right, that Roa should win. Roa's gonna wipe the floor with him. But if we're looking at the plot, I'm losing it. That's my whole thing right now. It's I'm losing the plot because if they need to get assuming like 5 losses, the next 2 just aren't going to be it. So how long is this arc?
Yeah.
So like I'm just confused, and that's why I'm not confident, because it's an seemingly obvious win, but it doesn't really jive with the 6 losses. But yeah, it's Roa.
We have 3 Roas.
It's Roa. I see where you're coming from, but I'm still pretty confident that Roa's going to win. There's no way in my mind that you set up the rival, that seems, of this show, and now you give him a second loss to his bandmate, the drummer.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like I just don't see, if you do that, how that is competent writing
Right.
to build
It
up
wouldn't
that
be.
character.
It wouldn't be.
So I'm also not like, I know in typical Yu-Gi-Oh fashion it should be okay. Well, we have 6 losses to get our accounts deleted, so we have to lose 5. What if we just did 6 because that's the theme of our 666? So he just picked that, but we really only lose twice or something.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah,
fair.
very
So
possible.
like
fair.
we don't
That's my
have
thought,
to
too,
necessarily
yeah.
get to 5. I just feel like they had to stick with the 6 because that's the mantra of kind of what
Or
we're doing.
That's
they
fair.
get to Neil and he goes, "It doesn't matter how many times you lost. If you
If
lose
I
to me,
beat
you're
you,
done."
yeah, you're done.
Yeah.
So which you could also see as well, and
Right.
he'll have some BS kind of
Or
exposition
each
for
loss
that.
to me counts as 3, and then
Yeah.
you know, like Rook loses to him, and then Yuga has to beat him or something like
Yeah.
that.
But I'm picking Roa for those reasons. If you want to build up this character as the rival,
Yeah.
I need to take the character
He does.
seriously. I also will predict that when he is sitting there playing his guitar and serenading everyone, Mimi is going to be on stage and she's going to be in her own world and think that he is just singing to her in that moment.
Yes.
That is
Yeah.
totally going to happen.
I would put money on that.
I would absolutely put money on it.
So we have 4 Roas, and hope. What is the chat feeling? What are the people watching feeling?
Roa.
pretty easily.
Yeah. I saw a couple Gettas in
Applebee's.
there. Yeah, because of the bet.
Oh, you guys still have to
we
do
didn't
that.
forget.
Indoor
I-
dining is open.
I
So we're going to
don't
Applebee's then after that.
feel confident about this pick at all.
Really? Okay, so you're in the Nick T boat.
I am.
See?
I picked
Why
Roa.
did you seem so surprised? When,
Are you gonna-
because of the I said least. All right, fair.
Are you gonna?
Yeah,
roll
this
over?
isn't my least confident
Yeah.
pick. But I don't feel good about this one at all. But I'm picking Roa. I just think for a lot of the points that Pete makes, it just makes sense for Roa to win here. But I could see him throwing the duel to keep a friend in Getta and to get Getta back into the band.
Go get a.
Where's the charger?
Oh, it's all the way upstairs in my bedroom. Sorry.
Where's the charger?
And because if he loses, it's going to piss off Yuga and company because that's a loss that their team has now. And I think that would be something that I could see Roa doing. Intentionally throwing a duel to get a band member back so that the band
and to
doesn't
piss
split
off his-
apart.
his
And to
rival.
piss off the rivals that cost him a chance to get the ownership of Rush Dueling. So because of that, I feel like Roa doesn't really have much to lose in this.
No, he
Roa doesn't really have much of a stake, and I think that if we as the viewer know he could have won, and he makes the conscious decision to not activate that trap or not attack with that monster, and throws the duel so that Getta wins, but he's able to reach out to Getta, keep the band together, and piss off Yuga and Rook and Gakuto, the people that screwed him to have a chance to gain ownership of Rush Dueling,
He might take it.
he might take it. He has nothing to lose. He has no
said
stake.
that Otis is in this episode.
Otis
correct?
is speaking in this
So what
episode.
if it's a no
And Neil
result?
is not.
What if it's a no result?
Could
It
be a no
pops in
result.
in the middle of the duel. And
Yeah, Otis's
ends
role
it.
will be interesting.
I like
but I at the
your
end of the
reasoning,
day,
yeah.
I'm so close. I mean, this is a very tough one. But I went with Roa. It's just the safe pick.
No, I
Your
definitely
vote.
think I could see a reasoning there, but until this show can prove to me that it does things that are not the conventional, this person wins, I will always pick the favorite because why
What?
take the loss? Like it makes no sense.
Yeah.
Of like,
Yeah.
of course, I'm not going to overthink it. I'm just going to go with it.
Well, and
That's a
I
very good point.
got burned when I picked Roa to beat Yuga, or I picked
Yeah.
draw no result.
Yeah.
And Yuga just straight up won. I got burned on that. And so I think I'm hesitant to pick the underdog. The underdog here is Getta.
Yeah,
the underdog
especially
in 19.
It's this guy that we don't even know.
Yeah,
Like,
the underdog.
He's gonna win.
Yeah, the underdog in 19 is the
He's
massage chair.
Yeah.
I'm not picking an underdog until we get proven otherwise by this show. But there are ways to do this so that Roa looks strong and purposely loses to keep up that prickish personality. So I don't know.
Hey, Yoshio looked dangerous and he didn't win.
Yoshio did not look dangerous. You want to talk about the worst pick of the tournament so far, at least on our table? The worst pick of the tournament. Yoshio to beat Rook. It is. And it's the worst pick. Hologram Man and Yuga's a close second.
And then right behind that would be us picking draw no result.
Probably.
Okay.
Yeah. And then me picking draw no result is probably.
Well, when I pick
there, too.
massage chair next week, everything's going downhill.
You pick the protagonist of the show to lose in the opening episode of the show.
No, he did. Nick T did. I picked draw no result.
You're not picking him. You're picking draw no result.
Right, I thought time was going to run out.
It just blows my mind.
I thought time was
Blows
going
my
to run
mind.
out.
Nothing better than Dylan saying, "There's no way we have the same thing." All right, 1, 2, 3, draw no result, and we both are like,
And I have confidence that we will
Spider-Man
see
meme.
next week, and boom, you got edited to what a guy.
The standings right now: Pete 15-1, Nick T 14-2, me and Cal are 13-3, and Kate is 12-4. I apologize. Pete is 14-1, Nick T is 13-2, me and Cal are 12-3, Kate's 11-4.
Am I 13 and 2?
Yeah, you've only gotten 2 wrong.
That's right.
The first one, and then
"Don't worry, your time will come."
you got the first 2 wrong, so you've won through 13 in a row. You got the first 2 wrong.
That's
Not
a
a good
hot
streak.
streak. That's a hot streak, my man.
Burning up,
Burn it up.
burning up like the
Blazing
Jonas
five.
Brothers.
Burning up for you, baby.
Burning
Dude,
up
we just
in the
got
place to-
copyrighted.
No.
But another tough duel to pick that's coming up is
Massage chair.
someone versus Neil. Neil's first duel will be a tough duel
Neil's
to pick.
first duel will be a tough
Yeah,
one.
that's gonna be actually.
Nightmarish.
Yeah. Especially if it's someone like Rook and not Yuga.
Yeah,
If it's like Neil versus Roa, that's
we're
that's
gonna get a
horrific.
lot of us getting that wrong.
Neil versus Gakuto and Roman, I think, would even be tricky to pick. I'd probably lean Neil right now.
I'd probably
Yeah, I would
lean
think
Neil
Neil.
because
Dude, the kid's a prodigy.
yeah.
Yeah.
And Roman's a Yu-Gi-Oh girl, so
I think Gakuto's Gakuto. Yeah.
he's there to be our support, man.
That's
He's
it.
he's not there to be the star.
And he's aware of that.
He is the star.
He's
Wow.
he's a great guy. He's not one of our aces, you know.
Yeah.
He's like the Celtic guardian of the deck.
No,
Yeah,
no.
or the Nick T. of the
Or-
group.
Wow.
Or- right,
Wait,
the-
wait, hold
the-
on.
the-
That felt backhanded. I would argue
Nick
a
T's,
building.
Nick T's the Beaver Warrior. Of
I
the
would
deck.
argue a building is only as strong as its foundation.
Right, I would too.
Oh, the team is only as strong as its weakest link.
That's also
Wow.
Yeah. The crew is only as strong as the size of the table.
True.
You have a pretty nice table.
true. We do have a nice table.
Yeah, but this took us actually a while to set up. So if you want to look up that stream
Yeah.
on the channel, you could look at building the
This
table.
channel has just kind of gone downhill pretty rapidly. I mean, a year ago, we were doing streams about building a table that was a folding table.
Yeah.
Well,
It
we
took
didn't
us
know
10
that. We didn't know it was a
that.
folding table when we opened the box.
And I should have read the box.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hype that up, got a crazy thumbnail, and then for another hour and 40 minutes after me, you and Nick T sat here and
I'm going to go back and rewatch that
donation.
conversation. I forgot those
Yeah, good
conversations.
times.
I have to do an After Dark soon. Barrett Letty said he wants to come down for an evening with Barrett soon. I'll talk to
I
you
would
guys about
love
that.
that.
But anyway, let's finish out these donations,
Yeah.
take some more comments from the lovely people, and then probably wrap things up tonight.
Bang, bang.
Wrap it up. Wrap it up. Wrap it up.
You have our picks. Pick yours today.
Exclamation point, pick 'em.
YuGioHPICKEM at gmail.com. Copy and paste, email it, get it into me, win some prizes.
Fun, fun, fun.
Fun.
He's getting too good in there.
Ice Aiden donated $5.
Thank you,
Yeah.
Ice.
Ice baby.
Said, will the ceremonial duel be Yuga versus Rook for title of Duel King?
Wow.
Yes.
I think that'd be really cool.
That'd be
That'd
very
be sick.
cool.
Yeah.
Yes.
We are, man, we are getting deep into the show already when we're
When they're
talking
thinking
about
about the end.
ceremonial
Yeah.
When they
duels.
think about the end,
We're not even that deep.
Ready?
we're
I'll-
not even deep at
I'll
all.
predict the last scene. You ready? Rook attacks
If you get this
Yuga.
right, I'll give you $20, by
Okay.
the way.
All right.
20
All right.
$20
That's fine.
for the whole show. If he
Yeah.
gets this scene perfectly right, you give
So-
him only $20.
He deserves at least 100.
So Rook is in his final turn, and he takes out Yuga's only last monster, which is Seven's Road Magician, and
I'll give you 100. You're going this detail,
Yeah,
I'll give
yeah,
you
yeah.
100. Yeah.
so he uses Dragears for a final attack. It would win as a direct hit, and Yuga has a trap card underneath.
What's the trap?
It's Mirror Force, of course. No, I don't know what the trap is. I
Alright.
can't give you a name for that.
Interesting.
But the trap would negate the attack. Basically, he wouldn't lose. But if it hits, he would lose. And the attack's going to be coming to him, and he's going to look down at his thing, and then the screen's going to go black, and you're not going to know whether or not he uses it or not to give it to Rook. Because Rook's going to be like,
And the show ends with us not knowing.
not
who the-
knowing if Rook is the king.
If that's
or
how it
Yuga
ends, I'll
wins.
give you $100.
Yep.
You heard it here first.
I think it would be more interesting instead of $100 is that every time
A
we do
strip.
one of these. Every time we do one of these streams, you have Calibur's music on loop really low in the background that you could just hear.
You should do that anyway.
And so you're
I
just
should.
promoting
If you
it.
let me do that, I'd do it.
Yeah.
Running.
You're just probably running.
No.
Or Hagee.
I have to make a good, clean, stream friendly song, and then you can do it.
Yeah.
We
Yeah,
have
you
to
can
make
do
that
a
song
Yu-Gi-Oh
with
theme.
Yeah.
You could write it.
Yeah.
Seize the-
Write a Yu-Gi-Oh
Seize the day.
everything theme.
Yeah.
Oh God.
If you do, it'll be my intros.
YGE. It's for you. It's for me. Yu-Gi-Oh!
I believe he can do it.
I think he can.
Yeah, these two, they're musical geniuses. They absolutely could. Run in New Year's Eve.
All right.
It's true. That's a good point.
Me?
And we're just here.
I'm just a genius. He's the musical one.
Well, we're like the Joey Fatone of the Backstreet
I see.
Boys.
We're like we're just the fan club.
Don't say
you know?
that.
Yeah, we're here. We're the hype men.
Yeah, it's it.
Yeah.
Hey, the hype men serve an important function.
Na 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 na. Rush, go.
We're fangirls.
Yep.
Also a very important
We're
function.
meanie.
You guys are the
scenario.
groupies.
Very
Yeah, but
important.
groupies.
You
There you
guys
go.
are the
Groupies.
groupies.
I like
Yeah.
groupies.
You're the groupies of Nick Squared.
Yeah. I say it and thank you.
And that's exactly what we do too. We sigh like that too when we see them.
I think right now. I think right now the ceremonial duel is Yuga versus Rook. If I had to pick
That would make
right
the
now.
most sense.
The only other one I could see is Yuga versus Roa.
To be fair, though, I thought there would be a ceremonial duel in Vrains, and it would be like a revolver
Playmaker.
and playmaker thing, and we didn't even get a ceremonial duel. Honestly, I don't consider I versus him for the fate of the world a ceremonial
That's not ceremonial
duel.
at all.
no.
So
Yeah.
Yuga versus Otis.
be good.
Also
And
good
Otis
mark.
was his dad, and so that's why it's a ceremonial duel.
Otis was
Oh.
Kaiba.
Who is his
Reveal
dad?
that at the end.
Yeah.
Latrell writes me the check, and we call it a show.
How much does he have to write you?
I think he said he'd give me 100 if it was actually if it was the real Seto Kaiba.
You got to show the check on stream, like you block
Yeah.
out all the major things, but just show.
Yo,
that
keep
he
the
did
major
sign.
things.
No, you should use the $100 that he writes it
To
gives
give to
you.
me when I make-
no,
when I'm right.
no, to pay for a giant check version of that check.
That was not what I was thinking. I was
So
thinking.
every year he comes here for Jump Fest and he sees it free.
I was thinking you commissioned it to have like Otis as like a Seto Kaiba statue. You just put it on the table
That would
every
also be
stream.
That would be
Yeah,
sick.
That'd be great.
Na, 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 na.
Rush, go rush. Woo! Alright.
How
Next
do
one.
we go on a tangent like that?
That's what we do.
I love it.
This is
Just
better
imagine.
than the bathroom talk last
Yeah,
week.
nothing is better than the bathroom.
What was it last week that we went on a tangent?
A lot of
Yeah,
things.
we revisited the whole bathroom etiquette last
Yeah.
week.
Yeah.
Oh, yes, yes.
Yeah, we
Bathroom
did.
etiquette was a good talk.
It was a great talk.
It was great.
Nicholas Horton, thank you so much for the £5 donation. It was a callback to Kathy Catherine from Zexel.
we just,
She did the cat thing better. Nicholas, thank you so much, man. I completely agree.
can't
I
argue
mean,
that,
yeah,
yeah.
you can't argue that. That was completely big.
So that was another Easter egg.
No, I mean, I don't think it was a direct callback to her. Just that she was also a cat-based character, but she was more fleshed out as a character. She wasn't a one-off, and she had a decent role to play in the show. One of the better Numbers Club characters. So yeah, I could see the comparison just because of the cat obsession and cat theme.
I'm
But
a
yeah,
cat.
thank you, Nicholas. Definitely not something that's new to Yu-Gi-Oh. But thank you for the donation, man. I appreciate it.
Melinda Phantom donated £10.
Thank you,
Oh,
Melinda.
It said, in the absence of Miss Melinda Phantom, I, Melvin, shall say Yuzu is best girl and that she should get a call back in Sevens. I could sense people mentioning her in the chat. I have that kind of power, you know.
I love that.
That's pretty amazing. Yeah, I'm not sure if
terrifying.
I'm not sure if Melinda's watching Sevens. Obviously a huge Yuzu from Arc 5 fan. Thank you, Melinda, for the donation. By the way, that is a very nice amount. Thank you so much. Very generous amount. And I do appreciate it. I would love a Yuzu callback. I'd love a callback to any of these characters. I mean, we got technically a Yuya callback in this episode with Odd Eyes Cat. Will we see like a Melodious callback? We could. I think if we get a callback to Yuzu, it would be in the sense of her monsters. I don't know if Melodious is that iconic to where we would see it. You know, it's not at the level of like a Red Eyes or a Blue Eyes or a protagonist's ace monster. But it would be really cool. I'd be down for it, Melinda. And I know you would absolutely love it. And with Sevens, I wouldn't rule anything out. I would not put anything off the table.
Anything can happen.
Yes. Thank you, Melinda.
You just gotta believe.
Goose donated $3.
Goose!
said sending positive vibes and kindness
That is to everyone. Thank you, Goose.
Love
That's
it.
becoming the
It's
new
Goose. I love that. The new copy.
Gundam.
Yeah.
I love it.
Thank you, Goose.
Need some positive vibes.
Absolutely.
Yes.
Oh, we're always sending them right back to you, dude.
Yeah, absolutely.
Always, man. Always.
Mirror force those vibes right back.
Francis became a Obelisk Blue channel member.
Dude, this man's a monster.
Oh my
Francis.
God.
What do you guys say now?
So $100 donation, Egyptian God tier patron, highest tier patron, and Obelisk Blue channel member, the highest channel member you can become. Honestly, I'm not gonna lie, Tent, there's no additional perks compared from Obelisk Blue to everything you got through Egyptian God. You were, I guess, except the emotes. You can now use the emotes in the chat, so I guess that's kind of cool. Thank you, Tent. Thank you for the birthday gift, man. You
Wow.
Jesus,
Did
man.
himself.
Yeah, you really did. I mean, I think you spent more on me than my family does. Thank you. I mean, for my birthday, seriously, like that's crazy, man. It's insane. Thank you so much, Ted.
Send me that.
Thank you, man.
It's in the Discord.
Jeez.
Next dono is from Pegasus Seiya.
Oh boy.
Donated through the link.
Oh boy.
$25.
Thank you, Pegasus. Thank you so much. So if you guys don't follow me on Twitch, please follow me. We're trying to get to 900 followers. The journey, I'm live there tomorrow night. The journey on Twitch so far has been incredible. And there's a few people that have just been insane with cheering and gift subs. Pegasus Seiya is one.
Just type it anyway. It's funny.
Great dude. And yeah, please follow me. The link is right there. Pegasus, thank you for the $25 donation, man. That is incredible, dude. And no comment. I forgot he doesn't leave comments.
Yeah.
Well, dude, that is a very big amount, honestly. Thank you, dude. You're incredible. I hope you're having a great night tonight. I hope you're having a good week so far, man. We're more than halfway through the week. Please.
It's just Barrett.
Oh.
Cal's Twitch. Doesn't work.
Barrett, hey, Gundam Wing Barbados is the best Gundam guy. He just fucked it all up.
Barrett, welcome to the stream. Seiya, thank you so much,
Yes,
man.
love you, Seiya.
Thank you. I love you too. Yes, thank you.
Next dono is from Anonymous Anime Lover.
I'm getting spoiled tonight.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
Donated $20.
Thank you,
Oh,
Anonymous.
nice.
Thank you so much. Jeez.
Yeah.
Jeez.
She said, "Hi, Dylan, Kate, Calibro, Pete, and Nikki T.
Woo.
Just sending love and good vibes. Kate,
it.
book series recommendation called Summoner by Taryn Matharu.
Summoner, that sounds dope.
Yeah.
Did you talk to Anonymous that you finished?
Yeah, we did.
Okay.
That was a while ago. And then Long Live Yu-Gi-Oh.
No.
Long live Yu-Gi-Oh! Anonymous, I just said yesterday that I hadn't seen you in a while. I hope you, well, come by as much as you want. So even if you don't come by that much, it's fine. Just come by whenever you want. We'll always be here for you. But even if you come by, never feel pressure to donate. If you're in the chat, that's all that we ask for. But thank you for another great donation. In terms of YouTube donations, you are probably always going to be number one because you're just the most selfless, one of the most selfless supporters of me. And I mean, a lot of the equipment updates, got the new Sony camera, which we will be using for the next live stream. I needed an HDMI to micro USB. So all the upgrades, the chair upgrades, the audio, the visual upgrades, you played a huge part in that directly. So many of you have. Anonymous, thank you for another very, very generous donation. Thank you, Anonymous.
Yes. Next dono is a $5 dono from Goose. You're right.
Summer's throat.
He said, "My question is
Don't
what."
listen to Barrett. Hold on, stop. I had to figure that out. No. I had to put the pieces together. So what Barrett Letty does is he texts them.
Oh, he put it right in the chat.
Yeah,
this
he
time.
said Nick, scream
Yeah.
the next time Dylan speaks.
To be fair, the first one was
Nick
Nick
spit on the floor. And I was like, I'm not
So-
going to do that.
Barrett, you're disgusting, man. Don't tell people to spit on the floor.
It's carpeting. It wouldn't bode well.
I know. Thank you, Nicholas.
What?
It's Goose.
Oh, excuse me.
He broke.
Love you, Goose.
We've broken Dylan.
Yeah, read the message. Barrett distracted me.
Interrupted me.
Barrett makes my life sad.
My question is, what kind of massage chair is it? Is it a cheap chair, or is it some bougie, expensive one with a lot of mechanics?
Oh, it's bougie.
bet it's
It's
gotta be
bougie.
bougie.
Someone like Neil, it does everything top of the line
Everything.
market value.
I did
Just
that.
think
Yeah.
of the name of the chair.
It's Sebastian.
Sebastian.
That's not
Yeah.
a cheap
Your
chair.
name isn't Sebastian if you're a cheap chair.
You don't name inanimate objects unless you have a deep affinity for it.
So think about
He
one of those
loves that
massage chairs like at the mall.
Ball. Yep.
It's one of those.
Except
But-
he
But
didn't
on
just sit in
steroids.
it until his mom was done shopping. He bought the chair to
Yeah.
go home.
He's like, yeah, I'll take this.
And he put wheels on it and rode it all the way home.
With
Loco.
the
Yeah,
wheels
he
on the bus.
definitely did.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, we'll find out
Yep.
in 19.
So thank you, Goose.
Thank you,
Yes.
Goose.
He also said, I pick Roa.
There we go.
Okay.
There we go.
Makes me feel a little better.
Melinda Phantom donating £4.
Thank you,
I
Melinda.
said Melvin again. A reminder, Melinda loves you all.
Oh, we love you too, Melinda.
We do.
It's
Much
been a
love.
while.
Wait, no,
yes.
Melvin, I thought.
No,
Melvin.
Yeah.
Melvin.
Now I don't know.
Melvin's here now. Melinda
Right.
will be back.
Melvin, we love you.
Melvins.
And we love Melinda.
Melons.
Melons.
That's your
Melons,
name.
yes.
I like where your head's at.
Watermelon boy.
Watermelon boy.
It's interesting you say that because Jack Knight 21
No.
donated £5
No, not again.
and said,
Thank you, Melinda.
Can't wait for Watermelon Boy to get his first win.
That- what?
And can't wait for Neil to get more screen time. I want the show to get some more serious music.
I didn't
Great.
know that was coming, so that was perfect
Timing
timing.
could not have
That one
Set up.
literally just came
That
through.
is, that is amazing.
I like how that is now. Oh, will always be synonymous with Jack.
Yeah,
Even if
exactly.
we're doing
Oh,
this
yeah.
like Yu-Gi-Oh!
You do
10
be Watermelon Boy.
years
Yeah.
down the road, we will always associate Jack with
Yes.
Watermelon Boy.
Of course.
I love
Watermelon
it.
boy.
Roa looked like a watermelon. Oh
You do
man.
be Watermelon Boy.
He do
Jack, thank you for the
He do
donation.
be watermelon
You
boy.
do be Watermelon Boy.
And then you have a donation through the link. Xy's Lover 104 donated $20.
Wow.
Jesus, man. Crazy
Getting
way
spoiled.
to end the month. Yes. You guys are way too good to me. Thank you, Josh.
Chuck
XZ's Lover is
Bowling.
also one of the
Chuck
people that makes
Bowling.
that Twitch
Chuck Bowling.
insane. Thank you, Josh. $20 donation. Episode was alright. It was cool to see callback monsters from other shows. Hopefully Gakuto gets a win soon. I hope so, XZs. Thank you so much for the very generous donation. You guys are way too good to me. We also have a celebrity stopping by. Entame Subs is here. Let's give Entame
Yes.
Subs a round of applause. Without her, she is a big reason that we even have accessibility to these subs. She is the user that has subbed Yu-Gi-Oh! 7s on a pretty consistent basis since about a month ago.
Yeah.
So definitely follow her
killing
on Twitter. I don't think that's her. If you want to promote your Twitter, Entame, just write it in the chat. But thank you so much for the donation. Thank you for just coming by, and thank you for all the work that you do. Seriously, on behalf of the whole community. Sebastian is a very common Japanese name for butler characters. They just
Oh.
think all butlers are named Sebastian.
I love
Right.
that.
So that's pretty interesting. Was Sebastian, was that the name of the character from Black Butler? Why do I feel like
wouldn't
it
know.
was?
I wouldn't know, but maybe.
I know, I only know the opening of Black Butler. And Tame Subs, thank you for
I
the...
don't even know what that is.
It's an anime, dude.
Well, yeah.
Oh, I got that far.
I made it there, Nick T.
Are you sure?
Oh yeah, the main character, Sebastian, is the
Yeah.
name of the butler.
So I'm
from,
just
like-
picturing Batman. It's no longer Alfred.
It's
just
not
Sebastian.
Alfred. It's not Jarvis. It's Sebastian.
So that's kind of a fun fact. Obviously, Entame very fluent in Japanese and obviously knows a lot about Japanese culture, so I'm sure she's accurate on that.
Of course.
That just everyone in Japan thinks butlers are named Sebastian.
I like that.
I can get behind that.
I
don't
mean,
think-
sometimes in cultures there's just common names.
yeah,
Just happens.
yeah, absolutely. Like Nick.
Yeah. Or like, when they always said keeping up with the Joneses, like, was a thing. you know,
Right.
because there was so many people with the last name Jones.
Lita Jones.
Right.
Rita
Exactly.
Jones.
Right. Well, Entame, thank you for coming by. Seriously, thank you for all the work and dedication you have shown towards this show. I know Entame is a huge Arc 5 fan. I'm
Oh,
sure
wow.
she would love if Arc 5 came back.
But I bet that was great seeing that little Easter egg. That
Oh, I'm
she had
sure.
to
I'm
sub.
sure.
I thought that was
Yeah,
awesome.
yeah, and the fun has just begun. Yeah, yeah, I'm sure. And again, Josh, XZ's Lover, thank you. Thank all of you guys. This was a really fun stream. another humbling experience. Thank you guys so much for all the support. I will be in the market soonish for...
Bow.
You're gonna be on the market.
Dylan's on the market.
I said in the market. I will be in the market soonish for ways to make the audio a little better. And we're looking at a few different options. Lavalier mics, clip-on mics, like professional clip-on mics like news reporters use. We're also looking at professional headset mics. If we do that, we might even be able to take some calls from you guys. I might be able to set up a hotline that people could call into.
Wow.
And we could, So again, and this is because of what you guys are doing. Like, I don't want you to think that I'm, just taking the money and saying, it's been a good month. I'm trying to upgrade the show as much as I can. I'm trying to upgrade what I am capable of doing as much as I can. 8 connections for the Ethernet cable. This is important because that means a bunch of us can be at this house for nights like GTA 4 Manhunt. That's going to be over on Twitch. For Fall Guys sessions, that's going to be over on Twitch. Follow the Twitch. It's right there in the chat. And these kind of machines are only possible because of what you guys are doing for me. Thank you so much. Seriously. Pete, Nick T, Cal, Kate, you 4 are fantastic. I would not be here without you guys. So thank you for everything. And I'm just excited to see where the show goes.
Absolutely.
I'm excited to see where everything goes. Special thank you to 10th, Egyptian God Tier patron, $100 donation, and Obelisk Blue. Just an absolute insane 10th. Thank you to all of you guys. Thank you so much for another amazing night. If you guys have anything to promote, please, a lot of their stuff is right down in the description. Please give them a follow. They're all really cool people. Give them a follow. Kate, do you have anything to promote?
Just follow me on Twitter, Kate Barney. That all.
I stream on Twitch. It's Cal Breezy. I'll put it in the chat for you guys if you want to go follow. Dylan's approaching 900 followers. I'm approaching 100. I'm at like 93, so I'm like almost there. Just recently got affiliate. Have seen some love from some people, so if you want to come hang out. I play games sometimes with Dylan, sometimes without, so come hang.
Super Mario 64 race is another thing that we will be doing.
It's in the near future.
In the very near future.
I need like 50-star handicap, and I probably still won't win.
They're gonna get like a 30, 40-star handicap. I'm gonna start at 0. We're gonna see who gets to 70 and beats the game first. Where there's gonna be a lot of cool races like that. We'll do some for Shine. A lot of community content over on Twitch. None of that's gonna be here. Over on Twitch. Nick T?
All right. Wow. I've got a decent amount to promote, actually. I mean, so, of course, as always, you can follow me on my personal Twitter and Instagram at Nick Timoneri. It's down there, so you don't have to break a leg spelling it. My band, Mom Fight, on all platforms. Twitter and Instagram is MomFightNJ. Bandcamp is bandcamp.momfight.com for all our music. We're also on Spotify, Apple Music, any platform you can imagine. I'm actually getting the art this week or next week for my solo music, Nameling, which will come out, in the next coming months. And I've also recently forayed into, just to mess around, into Twitch streaming. I've been lately twitching Pokemon, Pinball, Ruby, and Sapphire, but I'm open to taking some emulation, like specifically like Game Boy or handheld era consoles. So I'm open to taking requests for that. Just come hang out, we'll chat, and play some Game Boy games.
Is that how it's spelled?
Yeah, that's exactly. Nick Fights at twitch.com/NickFightsMoms. Or Twitch.tv, excuse me, /NickFightsMoms.
Put it in there as
Thank
well.
you. Cal put it in the chat.
In the chat!
Should be fun.
Love it. Pete?
Yeah, run the channel, Coolest Gamers. We recently did a WandaVision trailer, so you can check that out on the channel. I also do a podcast with my friend Brian about football every week, so if you are into sports and into football, check that out. And also on Twitter at PeteVaccaro21, where you can see me complain about Ram game.
Hell yeah.
Follow all 4 of these great people on Twitter. Follow Pete on YouTube, Clueless Gamers. Without him, I would not be here, and I 100% mean that. So follow him. Do yourself a favor. Follow Nick T on Twitch. Follow Cal on Twitch. They're great. They're going to stream some fun stuff. A lot of collabs, a lot of solo stuff. Good times. And follow Kate on Twitter. She's awesome. You guys are great. Thank you so much for your amazing support. I hope you enjoyed Sevens Up, Talking Yu-Gi-Oh! Episode 17. Pawsitive thoughts? I couldn't remember the name. Have a great night, everyone. I will be live tomorrow night, 7 p.m. on YouTube, 9 p.m. on Twitch. Hope to see some of you there. And if you want more Sevens action, Sevens pre-show and watch along, 6 p.m. this Friday.
one more dono from Entame Subs.
Oh,
Oh.
Entame, thank you for another donation. Wow.
What?
Nothing to promote, but my Ko-Fi is Sakaki, and I'm trying to get the Sevens Blu-ray for rip and release. Would definitely appreciate some help with that. Yes, if you do want to support Entame Subs, her Ko-Fi is Sakaki. That is spelt like Yuya's last name, Sakaki. Definitely support her on there if you want to, because if she is able to, I think, get enough money, I would assume, based on that message, she'll be able to get the Sevens Blu-ray for rip and then release it. And honestly,
That'd be sick.
yeah, there might be some bonus features there. I'm not sure if there are. Sometimes in the Blu-rays there are. But honestly, Entame, you're doing it for free. You definitely deserve some love there. I'll even see what I can do on my end because, yeah, you've done some great stuff for us. So thank you. You guys are all amazing. I'm blessed to be part of the best community in the world. And I hope you have an amazing day. Take care, everyone. Have a good
An
night.
amazing day. I missed it.
Next time we're live, it's the Sony, baby. It's the Sony. With the cow cam. With the cow cam.